Alright, I guess we're recording. This thing on? Great, okay. Alright, so this is kind of out of character for me to be doing this. I'm not like video YouTube content creator type, but I just thought, it's just I currently occupy a spectrum where it's socially acceptable to like be recording a video in a public sort of area, and if there are passer bypassing people, I really couldn't give a damn. So anyway, why post, upload anything at all to the great interwebs? Well, for starters, I feel like I have a lot to say, and I want to listen to I want to be able to voice my thoughts so I can listen to myself. I tried journaling, but it's so tough. I mean, there's no like back and forth. It's very one-sided. It feels a little not only eccentric, but narcissistic to be journaling, like very self-centered. I'm journaling my thoughts, and I'm not sharing them with anyone. I don't, not putting myself out there. I'm saving or sparing myself from judgment. And speaking of judgment, one of the first things I fear is people like nitpicking and, I don't know, correcting and sort of shunning my matter of the way that I articulate my ideas. Whether it's, well, let me just, I guess, get this out of the way. I'm sorry for my bad English. Right? That's something that should be like put somewhere, like in this video, up, like should be up there in big letters, big disclaimer. I'm not well spoken, in the least well spoken, even though I think people, with all the information, the overabundance of content that gets like that we're constantly bombarded with, I think a standard is sort of created for how people should communicate. They should be in the know of certain buzzwords, that are circulating, and I find that very very unnecessary, and it creates, for me at least, a lot of stress. So just wanted to stress that, and with that out of the way, I guess I don't have a lot on my mind, like specifically that I want to say. I'm just going through a bit of a rough patch, and I'm sort of on a very, 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 I guess, as the title of this video suggests, a very solitary journey. But solitary is an euphemism for lonely, miserably, utterly lonely, with like outside of family, nobody there to talk to. The people who were there, they're having their own little lonely journeys, and they'd rather not talk about it. They'd rather not vocalize or publicize their, you know, their whatever is going on behind the scenes. Um, because there's nothing to brag about these days. Whereas, like, maybe my younger self was more prone on sharing whatever I had going on, my art projects I thought were so cool and off the cuff. I post on DeviantArt and shit, millennial that I am. I'm 35, by the way, and proud, childless daddy. And there's some corny 90s music playlist playing in the background. I don't know if it's coming through the microphone, but I guess it does create a sort of vibe that I can I don't know, it fits the mood nicely. So basically, I just feel like I don't have that many people around me right now to talk to, but I can at least document like this stage, this sort of this particular time of my life where everything is sort of up in the air, and even though I do have certain desires and wants, it really makes it's everything seems to be moving counter to where I want to go. It's like things aren't lining up how I would have wanted, or what I would have envisioned, what I had envisioned for myself when I was much younger. So it's just a reflection on that. And going forward, I'd like to post content, not this type of, talky, straight to VHS with all like the fuzziness. It looks like I'm in a sauna and there's like a fire extinguisher right behind me, just in case I, go starting, I don't know, set fire to myself. Because that would be probably pretty in a kind of appropriate, in a sort of deprecating, destructive, self-destructive way. But yeah, it's really just sort of a test. It's like saying, hey, I'm out here. I'm still alive and kicking. I'm 35 and I have half a lifetime ahead of me, right? Not the whole deal left, but like it's like I wasted a big, considerable chunk of the time that I had, like everybody else, but I just don't want to add to the bunch of people who are like, there's a lot of misery spreading in the, around the medias, the socials, where people somehow just created this niche where it's all about venting their frustration in front of a camera, and it's a lot of sob stories, and I don't want to be another sob story. I don't want to share or create my own brand of misery. That's not what I'm about. I hope to improve myself, but not in the toxic way, you know, like to show everybody else. Not in that way. I just want to do better because I just want happiness. Just, you know, the endless pursuit of happiness, the elusive thing, you know, that people say, oh, but that's a state of mind. Yeah, but it's not for me. Um, I'm the type of person who doesn't have a lot of that, a lot of joy, a lot of happiness in my life. I'm content. I do have contentedness, but I do not have. I lack love, and that's probably a lot to do with um, the choices that I made. So I know I'm bouncing, or it's like I'm going in circles and bouncing back and forth, like flip-flopping a lot, but um, I think I'm okay for my first video. And I think 11 minutes is also like just right. I don't want to overextend myself either. So it's just a big hello from my public sauna, and I hope to see more of you around here. Um, and I guess that's all I have to say about that.